No more taxes, you say? That's what I've heard. I put together a trampoline today, actually. That was my big project for the day. And then I did my taxes like a nerd. Oh, that Patreon thing isn't supposed to be on there. I bet. I just now saw it. We got a refund this year. Yay. Because I've been working 2 jobs. Finally.
Born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They want to let the world take.
What is going on in Texas? A publicity stunt.
They tell us lies and fake.
Donald Trump is literally telling his Republican counterparts in Congress not to do anything about the border because he wants it blamed on Joe Biden until after the election, and hopefully he wins and then comes in and fixes it. It's a publicity stunt for an election.
Kill it anyway. Listen up, listen.
I didn't have to. So 2 years ago, I had to pay $500. Last year, I did a little bit better. I got like almost $300 back, and this year I got a little bit more. I think we're going to get like $400 or something back, but still, it's better than owing, right? And I don't pay estimated taxes all year. I just do it at the end of the year because they've never made me pay like the quarterly estimated. They've never made me do that, so I just do it all at the end of the year. I'm gonna take all that big money and buy me something nice. Maybe a copy of Derek Johnson's book from Amazon, so I can leave a review. Scotty got divorced today. Oh no. Our boy Scotty going through this heartache. I feel bad for him. need to save up money and buy a diesel pickup truck so I can move my camper if something ever happens. I've got a nephew that has 2 diesel pickup trucks that would pull my camper, but he's kind of a piece of shit and never around. Call all the time, he won't answer, you know. It's one of those guys. One of those fellers, if you know what I mean. CBC Industries has some good toys on sale. Pew pew. Yeah, there we go. I actually want to get. I'm a big fan of the Glock Gen 3. I know a lot of people like the Gen 4, Gen 5s, the new stuff. My favorite is a Glock Gen 3, and their Palmetto State Armory makes a Glock clone, a Gen 3 Glock clone called the Dagger. It's actually cheaper than a Glock, which I don't think a Glock's too expensive. You know, it's not like a fucking like custom made 911 something. In 1911 or something. It is, but anyways, it's cheaper, but it's just like the Gen 3, and they don't make the Gen 3 anymore, so I think that'll probably be my next pistol if I buy one. Anyways, let's roll the intro.
Hey daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome everybody. I'm Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. I do like Gen 3s. I don't like the changeable backstrap. I don't like none of that. I take a Glock Gen 3. I stipple it myself with a soldering iron. I usually do like a couple of grip chops for like magazine extraction or whatever, and then I just carry it like that forever. I carry it appendix style. It gets sweaty. It gets wet. It gets fucking like surface rust on the slide. It gets worn out. The slides are worn down and starting to turn silver. I don't care. It's a tool, and I treat it like one. I've also been dying to build a one wheel. I don't want to buy one. I want to build one. I just think it'd be a cool project to do. Mostly because it's got, you know, it's got tilt sensors in it, to where like a one wheel is like a skateboard with just a wheel in the middle and it's electric, so it like knows which way you're leaning and all that stuff. I think it'd be cool to learn how to build one. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Gen 3. I don't like Gen 4, Gen 5 stuff. I've tried them. I'm just not a big fan. You have wonderful nephews. Negative. Negatory. You don't know. You're not even from this country. You guys respect your elders. He's a little shithead. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Will Bird. This is Cold Beer Confessional. I just finished my taxes, so that's where I've been. That's the reason for the late start. I built a trampoline today. So Oliver's birthday is tomorrow, February 1st, and his grandma got him a trampoline. So I put it together and put it up in the yard. And they've been bouncing it. She took me most of the day to put it all together, and the net and all the stuff that we didn't have as kids. A pad to protect you from the springs, but he likes it. He jumped on it about till it was dark. It worked out pretty good. So there you go. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got a couple things we'll go over, just some funny videos, hang out for a little bit. I'm not streaming too late, but I figured I'd hang out for a little while. I heard that I got an email today that the Scranton Times brief in support of summary judgment would be listed on the website today, the Lackawanna County website today. I haven't looked, but I am right now, so if you give me just a second. I don't know. This doesn't mean that it'll come out at midnight. For some reason, some things come out at midnight, some things wait for another day, but yeah, here it is. Defendant's brief in support of motion for summary judgment. So the last thing we read was their motion for summary judgment. And that's saying, here's a summary judgment. Here's why we meet the requirements. Here's a case law that supports it. Boom. This is going to be, Here's why we think we do it. Here's how it ties in. Here's how this case is like this case. Here's the things he did. Here's the documented proof. Here's everything. So this brief is going to be a fun one to read, but it's probably going to be like hundreds of pages or at least 100 pages. It's probably going to be a lot. It's going to be like that one doc. Remember that one document we read is like 400 pages because it had all the transcripts and stuff in it. It's going to be something like that. So we need to get a hold of that when it comes out. Other than that, not a whole lot going on with Phil, though. He claimed he got a police escort. He canceled his live stream because he went to court with Pebbles and got a migraine. He put up some silly shit, which I'm sure he's going to claim is a joke because he's retarded. It says, New York City police escort into the city. So he's claiming this is NYPD. He's going to claim this is a joke. He's got to. He's claiming NYPD escort into the city. Now, maybe he's just making a joke like there was NYPD in front of us, so it's like we got an escort, you know? But this is the Jersey Turnpike. This isn't even in New York City. So this would be New Jersey police would give you the escort either to the tunnel or to the GW Bridge if you're on the Holland Tunnel. The Turnpike goes to the Holland Tunnel if you take the Eastern Spur, and it goes to the GW Bridge if you like the main part of the Turnpike. So he's in New Jersey, so it's definitely not NYPD. And then this funny ass there's a parody account on Twitter that I follow. They posted this, which I thought was pretty funny. So this is Phil Godlewski, I think it's underscore or something. It's a parody account. And it says, "No caption needed. The captain has arrived." Which is pretty funny.
It's happening.
It's happening. Phil Godlewski arrives in New York City on top secret mission.
It's happening. The whole thing.
Which is pretty funny. This parody account is actually really funny. They said, "Can anyone tell me the comms they see in this video?" Go follow this. If you got a Twitter, go follow this. Phil Godlewski parody account. It's at Phil Godlewski 1 underscore at Phil Godlewski 1 underscore. Here's "I'm suing every one of you. Trump had to wait in line." That's a Trump escort, and he says Trump had to wait in line for me. Someone said, "That's a Trump escort in New York City," and they're like, "No, Trump had to wait for me, Phil Godlewski." This account's pretty funny. I don't know who runs it. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed following it. So you guys go follow it too. If you got a Twitter account. If you don't, no big deal. But it's pretty good. Fam, I can't make it tonight's show. I'm on my period. Yes. The calm is you're a dumbass. A rich one. It does seem like Phil unedited, like the stuff that Phil would say to stuff that Phil would say to Carrie. So Phil makes that weird ass claim about the police escort. He's in New York having dinner with Carrie. He tells everybody that there's going to be this amazing thing happen that he can't tell you about. Hold on, I'll go back to that video. Then he cancels his live stream because Pebbles gave him a migraine in court. But here's the video.
What's up, everybody? Haven't seen you guys in a while. Just want to do a quick little video talking about the upcoming lives for this week. There's going to be 2 this week. One's going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be on the Fibonacci sequence. And then I believe the next live after that is going to be Sunday night. That could be an Intel live, depending on how things work over the next few days here. I have a little bit of business to do out of town. I'll actually be in New York later this week. Got some stuff to do out there. And then I hope by Sunday I should be able to tell you guys a little bit about some stuff that I can't get mentioned. So that's how it'll look between now and then. I don't anticipate going live anytime before Sunday, other than tomorrow night, which I will. I don't anticipate going live anytime before Sunday, simply because there's some stuff going on. So that's how this week's live schedules will go. Want to give a shout out to the...
I know there's been a lot of stuff with like Nick Alvear and Dr. Z or whatever. Wish him well, whatever they do. I even sent Nick a message and explained like what was going on. He wasn't going to be sued because blah, blah, blah. He probably already knew that, but I sent him a message a while back. It's just not my thing. Like they believe a lot of stuff that I don't believe. They don't like Phil. I appreciate that. Wish him well exposing Phil. But I can't get on board with everything else they believe is going on.
Detroit Lions fans, great game. You lost to a better team. It happened. can't win them all, especially if the other team is better. Just saying. But it was a valiant effort, and I was never really nervous. Gary was nervous. I can tell you that. Gary was sitting on the couch next to me in a ball of nerves. And I'm just like,
Bullshit. No one, everybody's nervous when their team's way behind. Okay, no one anticipates, like, everybody's nervous when their team's way behind. You can't say this. Like this. What is this? Is like the weirdest brag. Anyway, I was never nervous. I knew they would have a comeback victory in the fourth quarter. I knew it. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up.
it's just, here's what they need to do at halftime, and that's what they did. So we got one lion down and another lion to go. See what I did there? Did you like that? I thought it was funny. I don't know. So we're gonna be slaying another lion pretty soon, and feel good. Feel confident about that one. Feel confident about chances in the Super Bowl. Yes, Gary and I will be going to the Super Bowl. It was we were gonna go last year when the 49ers were supposed to beat the Eagles, but Brock Purdy got hurt on the second drive of the game and couldn't continue, and that just obliterated our chances because we had absolutely no backup quarterback. So now that Purdy's healthy, you saw what he could do last night, and hats off to him, man. You know, last pick in the draft, literally no NFL team wanted to give this guy a chance, not even as a backup. Like, he wasn't even drafted as a backup quarterback. He was drafted the very last pick of the draft, and no one who's ever been drafted that late.
He said in a previous video he got nervous and turned the game off till the fourth quarter. Probably.
Has ever had any sort.
That's just That's just the weirdest brag. I don't know. Like, everybody when their team's way behind, they're like, "Oh fuck, we might lose this." I mean, you might go into it pretty confident, like, "Oh, we got the team, we got the players, we got the best coach, we got this." But when you're way behind, like, you know, multiple touchdowns or multiple possessions behind, and you're looking at the second half, everybody's like, "Oh, we might not have this."
The success that Brock Purdy has achieved both last year as well as this year. He's an MVP candidate, and he very well might win it, which is remarkable. 24 years old, and he's got the world ahead of him, man. And I love stories like that. I think that Brock Purdy's going to be a 49er for life, and he's going to break just about every record that there is to break for quarterbacks that the 49ers have ever had, and that includes Steve Young, Joe Montana, and the rest. So congrats to my 49ers. I will see you guys in Vegas next week. And Taylor Swift will be in the house. Not too excited about that, but she'll be there anyway. I asked if they would not let her in because I was going to be there, and they said no. But, you know, I don't take any offense to that, obviously, because she is the girlfriend of Travis Kelce. So if it were for any other reason, then I would probably make a big deal out of it. But, you know, I guess we'll give her a pass just this one time. So, in other news, we have major happenings with the revaluation saga.
He says that Brock Purdy wasn't even drafted as a backup quarterback. He 100% was. Like, yeah, he was Mr. Irrelevant, which is what they call like the last pick of the NFL draft. But he was drafted as I mean, probably third string, but he was drafted as a backup quarterback. It's not like they just drafted him as a different position he doesn't play.
I just want to remind everybody that just a short several weeks ago, I did tell everyone that the revaluation was done and that Nasera was set to be announced. That's
Nasara Gasara, guys.
thing number one. Thing number two is that I also told you that Nasera could not be announced until Trump is back. That's thing number two. Thing number three is that I also told you Trump is expected back sooner rather than later. I just want to highlight, I'm just, not for any reason at all. There's no specific.
Oh, while we're speaking about Trump coming back, that stupid fucking little bitch in on Telegram that was like, put your money where your mouth is. All this is going to be revealed in 2024. Guarantee it. Patrick Byrne and fucking Mike Lindell are going to reveal all this. So I was like, go, let's do it. Let's bet. And then he's like, oh, but you wouldn't risk your deleting your social media channels. I said 100%. Yeah, let's do it. I'll delete my channels if you're right. I'll delete my channels if you're right. Every channel I have, I won't even come back on social media if you're right. Because his claim is that we're not going to use a single electronic voting machine in 2024. Bullshit. Anyways, as soon as I put that up, he's like, you won't do it. You won't do it. He started talking bullshit excuses. Oh, I'd hate to take, that's your livelihood. That's your job. I'd hate to take that away from you. Come on, I'm ready, motherfucker. I'm ready. Let's go.
Reason I'm doing this. But I just want to highlight those 3 points of reference for future events. Maybe not so distant future events. Maybe distant future events. Who knows? So you see Evergrande, the CCP's big investment firm, collapsing today, going to zero. That threw the Asian stock markets into complete turmoil. And because of Evergrande's collapse, we're going to see many similar reactions and collapses in the United States as well, because they aren't telling you that yet in the news, but there's a lot of American banks that were associated with that company as well. And
well, Evergrande is based in real estate development, assets and sales and development. So, of course, they were riding a high on prices of real estate, but it's a lot of people have been talking about like a mini bubble with real estate. The news article I just pulled up says a Hong Kong court has ordered the liquidation of Evergrande Group, China's giant and massively indebted real estate developer, after the company was unable to restructure the $300 billion it owed to investors. Just 6 years ago, Evergrande was riding high, pre-selling apartments to middle and upper income Chinese. In 2018, it was listed as the world's most valuable real estate company, but just 3 years later, it was on the financial ropes, massively over-leveraged and unable to complete some existing projects. Evergrande has become symbolic of a Chinese economy that faces major near-term obstacles: slow growth, increasing debt, and a shrinking workforce. But here's the problem. China is part of the BRICS system. I thought the BRICS system was Nasara Gasara. I thought the BRICS system was so much better than the U.S. dollar. I thought everybody was going to the BRICS system. Remember, the U.S. dollar is going to be done, and everybody's going. That's what Phil predicted. So if this Chinese company failed under the BRICS system, what does that say about their system, Phil?
What? Anyway, so keep your eyes on that. And if you haven't gotten to Gold Quiz or philsilver.com yet, goldquiz.com, philsilver.com. I know I said this before in the not so recent past, but I think the window's closing. The window is closing on that.
Now you got to send him his money. By the way, there was someone today on Twitter that said they rolled over their retirement, and it was like $67,000 into his Goldco retirement thing. 600 bits.
I'm a little bit drunk. I'm a
Oh,
little bit
no.
drunk 'cause I'm drinking.
Who is that?
I'm a little bit drunk. I'm a little bit drunk.
Who's that on that boat?
'Cause I'm drinking.
That's right. Nassar is here. Everybody's going to be rich, but put your money in Goldco. There was somebody on Twitter. Thank you very much for the donation, Q Idiot. There was somebody on Twitter today that said they put $67,000 into Goldco, the gold-backed IRA. And now I think they just got their statement a couple days ago, and it was down to like $24,000 or something with their fees. Some people are talking about they lost 40% on the off the jump, dude. Like they invested it, first statement, they lost 40%. This person is saying that theirs is way down. They don't even buy gold bullion. They buy collector coins at Goldco, apparently.
So get there, get your appointment scheduled. That was not my car. It overreacted there. It was fine. There was a turn coming up. It didn't recognize. It's fine. Everything's fine. But anyway, I think the window's closing on that. As long as you have an appointment made, we'll make sure that they honor the current valuations in the precious metals market as well as the dollar market, because that's going to become very relevant very soon, especially with the predicted and anticipated collapse of the fiat dollar, which is happening as we speak. The evidence is all around you guys. You know, I know some of you have said, oh, well, my spouse, he won't agree to touch our this or that or whatever. Well, you better have a serious conversation with that spouse.
Bill's going to have a bunch of old women stealing money out of their husband's retirement accounts.
It's your future. It's your wealth. But if you're voluntarily leaving it there with all this writing on the wall, there's no one that's going to be able to recover it for you. And I'm telling you that right now with 100%.
The only bits that's been donated was 600 from Q Idiot.
Honesty and 100%
Thank you, though.
assurity. So you guys make that decision for yourselves, just like.
Oh, if anybody wants to use Dono Clip tonight, you can go to donoclip.com/coldbeer. But down below the video, there's a panel that says Dono Clip, and apparently you can use bits for Dono Clip, and it's supposed to work. I can't test it myself. I would have to get on Mariah's account, but it's supposed to work.
Always, but there is nothing that I see negative about putting a 401k or an IRA into a precious metals backed account. It's the same thing that you have now, except it's not backed by the dollar, which is failing.
Yeah, I think I saw Nick share it too.
Not dollar.
We'll find it in a second.
And it fluctuates as the price of metal fluctuates. So, but again, you guys are in control of your own destiny and of your own future, and it's just people like me that could give you pointers to go one way or another. So I hope you all make the right decision. Let's keep our eye on that over the next, I'd say 48 to 72 hours. I think there's going to be a little bit more of some eye-opening stuff happening.
Eye-opening.
And I look forward to
How many hours did he say?
I don't
What did he say?
anticipate it. I'd say 48 to 72 hours.
2 to 3 days.
A little bit more of some eye-opening stuff happening. And I look forward to the live tomorrow night. I don't anticipate it to be a major Intel live, unless something changes between now and this time tomorrow. But the Fibonacci sequence, which is what tomorrow's live is going to be on, is something that you all should know about. Part of my job is not only to educate and positively influence you in multiple ways, but a big part of my job is to educate you guys on what's to come in the future. And after the two-part Lands Beyond segments that we just did last week, I feel that it's necessary to now start talking about other adjacent topics that have been manipulated and we've been lied to about for decades, centuries even. So we're gonna stay in that vein, same vein as the Lands Beyond, and see what we could do, you know, to further expand the minds of our followers. I don't think anyone should miss tomorrow night's episode. I think it's going to be a spectacular reveal to a lot of people, just like Lands Beyond.
Spectacular, guys.
And we're going to continue it after that. There's a couple other topics that are in relation to this, just like Rupus nigra that we talked about, we touched on in the Lands Beyond, as well as Polaris, Hyperborea, and a few.
We haven't even talked about his stupid made-up Lands Beyond bullshit.
Other things that I want to talk about. So if you're not there for, you know, some of the episodes like the Lands Beyond and then Fibonacci, the rest of them may not coincide with one another, if that makes sense. So just wanted to say hello to you guys. Just wanted to let you know what the schedule is. Wanted to keep you informed about the dying lions that are happening in 2024. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
They're very hilarious. Yeah, let me see if I can find that on Twitter. I think it was Nick Alvear. Let's see. That way I don't have the numbers wrong, so somebody say I was lying. I don't know. Is he under like Good Line or something? Good Line TV. Okay. Let's try that. It was either him or the Dr. Z guy. One of them shared the investment thing. I bet you'd be in his replies. Hold on. It was somebody made a post and was like, go get them. Like, I've lost this much money. And it doesn't benefit people to come out and just fucking lie. It'd be a weird thing to lie about because they're not even talking about his Gold Coast shit. They're talking about something else. Let's see. Gold Co 401k. Well, hell, I thought it was earlier than that. Where did I see it at? What's the Dr. Z's name? What's the other guy's name? It'll be here. Hold on. That'll definitely be here somewhere. There it is. Here it is. I just got my Gold Coast statement. I invested over 63,000 and now I have only 27,000. My name is Annie. Pray for me and put that piece of shit in jail forever. I love you guys. That's insane, dude. Phil hasn't even been promoting this for what? A year and a half? And you go from 63K to 27K. That's insane. And people are still signing up like crazy. Every time he's like, oh, I think this might be your very last chance. This is the last time I want to mention it. I think this might be your very last chance to get in on this. I don't think you're going to be able to get in on this. I don't think. Boom. There we are. He didn't think. Crazy, dude. Crazy. I don't get it. Why do people keep sending this motherfucker money? It's one thing to make a living, especially like if you can, it's one thing, especially if you're a good content creator, to be able to quit your job and survive. Even if Phil was just doing that, if he's just paying his bills, but they're making him a millionaire based on lies. Like you don't see people coming out about like, even political streamers like Destiny and shit. And it's like everything they're saying is a lie. They're not this person. They didn't do that. They're lying about all their degrees. They're lying about their college. They're lying about their background. They're lying about their legal trouble they're in. They're lying about where they live. They're lying about who they talk to. They're lying about everything. Even Ethan Ralph. You guys know how hated Ethan Ralph is. Even Ethan Ralph doesn't lie about who he is, about what he knows, about what's going on. Like he's been, I think people think they busted him before about where he was at the time, or what relationship he might have with this person, whether it's good or bad, and he says the opposite. Shit like that. That's one thing. But this guy to bank millions of dollars, and everybody's screaming, "Hey, look over here! He's fucking lying." He's like, "No, I'm not. You want proof? I'm not. You need more proof? I'm not." That's his only fucking retort to any of this is, "Nope, I'm not. That's not true." A 15-year-old girl and her friends decided to hack into my phone and plant those text messages on my bill. That's what happened. Yeah, they got me. So Phil shares that. He shares this, which is the screenshot that I was talking about going around. People misinterpret this screenshot. So let's read it. This is from the Pebbles case. It says, in her motion, plaintiff Pebbles asserts that it is necessary to conduct a 2-hour deposition regarding screenshots which defendant Phil allegedly posted, and other evidence provided by Phil which suggests that Pebbles defamed or harassed Phil or his followers. She intends to ask Phil where he obtained the screenshots. She also intends to learn if proper foundation can be laid. Pebbles also seeks to ask about Phil's intentions in taking his hostile actions towards Pebbles, whether Phil intends to harm her. In addition, Pebbles moves to propound 10 interrogatories. That's my famous line. What was it? Manatee. And request documents as to social media posts Phil purportedly attributed to Pebbles. She argues that it was Phil's anti-slap motion that put these social media posts attributed to her and the Phil's intention at issue. Now, this is the part that's underlined down here. And he even posted, Taco Stand Flintstone got some bad news today, much more to come. So this is the part that's in question. Ready? Despite the relatively limited scope of discovery being sought, Pebbles fails to explain how discovery obtained from Phil will provide 1, specific items of evidence, which are 2, relevant to Pebbles' prima facie case, 3, not readily available from other sources. Rather, Pebbles asserts that Phil has made assertions regarding the alleged bad acts of Pebbles. However, she does not identify how additional evidence of those assertions from Phil will provide relevant evidence to support Pebbles' claim for the intentional infliction of emotional distress. So here's what they were trying to do. There's an anti-slap hearing right now, which basically stops all discovery, okay? It stops all discovery. It shuts everything down until the judge rules on it. Because that has been filed, Phil's attorneys have to go to court and prove that this is an anti-slap case, that Pebbles is just doing this to silence Phil's free speech. Pebbles and her attorney have to go to court and prove that it's not anti-slap, that it caused these things in the court cases and therefore does not fall under anti-slap. So what Pebbles and her lawyer were trying to do was, before the hearing, earlier, they were trying to push it up. They were trying to get questions answered by Phil, and they were trying to speak with Phil, ask him some questions, and get some limited evidence discovery before the hearing. And the judge said, well, there's other routes you can take, right? Have you sent a subpoena to, Telegram? Have you done this? Have you done that? So the judge said, you can't do it early, but it had no bearing on the case whatsoever, right? Instead, what's going to happen is they're going to court in April, and this stuff right here will still happen. Okay. What was denied was the early questions, the early evidence, the early interviews, the early part. But they're still going to court in April. People were acting like this was dismissed. Fucking Patriot, what's his fucking Dick Rider, whatever his name is, Dick Rider Ben, was like, I've got bad news. Guess they're throwing it out. She hasn't even proved her case yet. And other people were sharing this too, but that's not what they're saying. So we got a date in April. This is like me saying, well, I know our court date's in April, but I want to have depositions early for Phil. And the judge is like, nah, we're not doing early depositions. We'll still do depositions, but we're not going to do it early because you haven't proven why you need it early. And that's all that happened. So people were sharing this like it was an inside job, like it was a lost case, like it was done, like Pebbles lost her ass. Probably thanks to Phil sharing it, saying Taco Stand Flintstone got some bad news today. Much more to come. Now, this was all shared on the 29th. Okay, this was posted on the 29th. If we go through the rest of Phil's post, we get Patriots Rising. Jeremy's posted dying lines. Then Phil says trolls are going to have a really nasty 2024. Then he makes this claim about, I showed you where he lost like 45,000 followers on Telegram. And this is his excuse for that. Hey guys, over the past 7 days or so, I've hired an analytics company to eliminate duplicate accounts, spam accounts, bot accounts, and otherwise nefarious accounts from both my announcement page and my Godlewski group chat channel. We successfully eliminated approximately 100,000 users from both channels combined. You may have noticed some erratic activity in either channel, but the purge is now complete. I have opened the announcements channel for new members, and sometime next week, I will open the group chat channel as well. He didn't hire anybody. His bots ran out. And because he had to have an excuse, this was it. Then he shares his December 18th, the stage is set, December 21st, the transition. And he says, oh, this is from Sarah Hops. I'm sorry. He forwards this message from Sarah Hops. He shares these two images. This is a screenshot from his live. This says the stage is set, December 18th, 2021. The transition, December 21st, 2021. And Sarah Hops says, thinking out loud here, Phil stated major happenings and grabbed his hat. Well, that equals white hats. Phil said, you know how Phil does that weird fucking thing where he bends his hat double all the time? It's like a fucking tick or something he has. Because he did that, that means white hats. Phil reminded us that he said the following. 1, reevaluation was done and Nassara was set to be announced. 2, Nassara Gassara can't be announced until Trump is back. 3, Trump is expected back sooner rather than later. Now, I don't know what Phil's version of sooner is, but Trump's not coming back unless he wins the next election. The only way. To calm the fuck down and trolled him too. There you go. Back in December and January 2021, Phil had the following lives. The stage is set, the transition, the end time, not on Rumble. The stage is set equals Nassara Gassara is done and set to be announced and can't be announced until Trump is back. In 2021, Nassara was done. Transition. Trump is making the transition back sooner rather than later. In 2021, he said he was coming back. The end time. Disclosure to the world. In 2021, like this isn't proving that Phil's some type of prophet or has insider knowledge. This is proving he's been saying the same shit for fucking 3 years. And none of it's happened. In my opinion, here are the markers we are looking for the EBS. King Charles has to be taken out publicly. Oh, thank you for being a member. On Buy Me a Coffee, there's a thing called Become a Member or something, and basically you can make like a $6 donation or something every month, and you just don't have to think about it. I was gonna raise it, but thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. We're looking for King Charles to be taken out publicly. Biden has to be taken out publicly. Trump comes into office. Stock market crash. EBS military. Announced Nassara Gassara. Now listen. If you told me what are the chances of one of these things happening? What are the chances that an elite military group swings in to the goddamn palace over in the UK and just fucking kills King Charles and they broadcast it on live TV?
Robertson 81 gifted Blackbeard 2345.
Thank you for the gift of sub.
Michaela
Blackbeard.
Robertson 81 gifted a tier 1 sub to Blackbeard 2345. They have given 15 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Michaela A. Robinson. Thank you very much. But what are the chances of all of these happening? Listen, King Charles has to be taken out publicly. So does Biden. So 2 world leaders have to be taken out publicly. We have to watch it happen. And Trump comes back into office without winning an election, without Biden gets killed or whatever. Kamala doesn't come. Nobody else comes. Biden comes. Or I'm sorry, Trump comes back to office for some reason. Plus the stock market has to crash. Plus the EBS has to happen with the military in charge. And they're going to announce a new world financial system called Nassar Gassara, all before November. What are the chances? Then it says Phil has known from the start and has been letting us know the plans, except he said it was going to happen in 2021. Now we're in 2024. Then he says, he forwards a message that says, Taco Stan Flintstone, where do you come up with this stuff? Hey, that sounds like a good name for a band. He shares a GIF, I guess, a Pepe GIF. He shares this from the Justice League.
Got a chilling admission from a top intel official who claims the USA may be buying your private internet data from private companies without a warrant. David Spunt raising some eyebrows in D.C. on that. David, good morning.
Hi, Bill.
This is a weird loophole. I don't know what they're going to say about this. I haven't seen this news story, but this is a weird loophole. If you give permission to social media site A, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, if you give them permission, which you do when you sign up for them and you sign their terms of service and their user agreement, if you give them permission to sell your data, which we all do, if you're on YouTube or whatever, we all do. If you give them permission, are they allowed to sell it to the government? Because typically, if the government wanted that information, they would have to get a warrant and go get it. But if they're selling it, can they go buy it from the social media sites? But I don't know what Phil's going to say about it. But here you go.
Good morning. It really is, and we're learning this thanks to documents made public by Democratic Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, who wrote the Director of National Intelligence last week over his concerns that the NSA buys logs related to the domestic internet activities of Americans from commercial data brokers, again, without a warrant. Wyden says if the government wanted the information from communications companies, it would need a court order, but now it's going around that process to private vendors. Wyden made public the letters from NSA and the Pentagon that confirm such.
So what's weird is I could go buy it, right? I could go buy your data, and I don't need a warrant. I don't need anything. I could make a company that goes and buys your data. I don't need a warrant. I don't need anything. But can the government do it?
Practices. The exact nature of the search is
weird times we live
not
in.
Clear, but certain logs are purchased by the NSA. In a letter from the Pentagon dated December 11, 2023, it reads DoD components to include defense intelligence components by commercial data, which includes information associated with electronic devices being used outside and possibly inside the United States to conduct lawful DoD.
Well, I mean, it's everything. Everything they do is taxpayer money. I mean, technically it's taxpayer money, but everything they do, they pay informants, they pay contractors, they pay everybody else. This is just like them hiring another contractor to do something. I don't think that's the issue.
DoD missions such as intelligence, personal security, and cybersecurity. Now, Wyden is calling on intelligence officials to stop doing so without the knowledge and consent of the individuals mentioned. In his letter to the Director of National Intelligence last week, he wrote in part, the data brokers that buy and resell this data are not known to consumers, and several of these companies refused to answer questions from Congress regarding the companies they buy data from and the government agencies they sell it to, end quote. Fox News reached out to the NSA for clarification, but unfortunately, we have yet to hear back specifically.
Oh, wait. The NSA is the good guys. Remember, that's where Phil worked. Then he shares a post that says live news, Evergrande ordered to liquidate, and it shows their stock plummeting, basically. He shares another meme. We get this video from him. This is from Guy Fawkes, B for Vendetta. I don't know. Phil's playing anonymous again. So all of that was posted on the 29th. He was so happy. Phil was so happy on the 29th. He was so happy. On the 30th, he has to appear in court with Pebbles. And the only post we get on the 30th where his lawyers had to show up and represent him in court, and he thought it was going to get thrown out, that it was going to be shut down, that this case wouldn't go any further. The only post he posts on the 30th is, hey, fam, I'm dealing with a rather significant migraine today, and unfortunately, we'll have to postpone my live. I'm still planning on going live Sunday, as I indicated previously. I'll let you all know when I decide to reschedule for the Fibonacci. When the reschedule for Fibonacci will be. Weird that the day that he was so excited, then the one post from the one day he has to appear in court over the Pebbles case, and it continues on, and they get a court date set, he suddenly has a migraine. It's almost like something didn't go his way. He shares some more shit. As Bannon says, the end of the dollar. Disclose.tv says New York Community Bank Corp stock crashes, trading halted. He says, told you. Shares gold quiz again. Shares this image that says lunch with a view, I suppose. And New York City police escort into the city. NYC police escort into the city with the first photo I showed you, followed by this photo. I just can't believe this guy came out with a bunch of bullshit lies and don't worry, it's happening soon, and now he's a fucking multimillionaire, multiple properties, and he's going to the fucking Super Bowl. A lot of people would do fucking wild shit to go to the Super Bowl, and this guy just lied and lied and lied, and this dumb bitch, snaggletooth fucking cunt, is in on all of it. All of it. Oh, snags. Look at them chompers. Phil got new tooth, and look at this jacked up sideways tooth up here. Phil got new teeth, and this bitch can't even get a whitening. Fucking goddamn. It's got that margarine mouth. Jesus Christ, go. Phil, get that bitch some teeth. You're not even smiling. Like getting a blowjob from a fucking ninja blender. Shit's awesome. Madison Marquette called me out today in case you didn't see it. There were actually multiple ones. Let me go grab them. Me and Lavada are very upset that we've been called out by Madison Marquette. We're not actually sure what we're going to do about it yet, but we'll figure something out. It'll take us some time, honestly. We're going to have to deal with this. I have to talk to Lavada and see what she thinks about it. It's hard to say, really. So let's see where it starts. Oh, God. Oh, it doesn't start there. It starts over here. Hold on. Mr. Bird. Are you ready? Mr. Bird, this is to inform you that you are currently using my name, trademark, and copyright name without my consent. You made up multiple defamatory statements regarding myself and family, doxed my address and personal information on Twitter, Facebook, and Telegram, and many more social media platforms. This is to inform you and your wife you have 1 hour to immediately remove all defamatory statements, videos, publications, and any and all sites mentioning my trademarked and copyright name, Madison Marquette. I charge $5,000 a minute for unauthorized use of my trademarks and copyrights. Failure to remove all sites and retract all statements will result in a UCC-1 lien filed against Arkansas Limited Liability Company Bird Agri-Sales, LLC. File number 811334666. Oh, she didn't even pick up on that. I got the 666s there. Located and registered to William J. Bird, and Astet registered to Lavada Bird. And William J. Bird located at 22696 Pineview Road, Truman, Arkansas. 5044 Bingetown Road, Memphis, Tennessee. You are currently selling merch, collecting donations, and have posted multiple publications of my copyright and trademark name without my consent. You are not my pimp, and I do not consent to you making money off using my name to hate on me and defame myself and my family. Your facts are completely wrong, and stalking me, lying about my, defaming me, lying and defaming my family and profiting off me ends now. This has gotten out of hand. The stalking, the defamatory statements ends now. Your unhealthy obsession with me is demonic. I do not consent to William J. Byrd or any of your lackeys or Levada Byrd or anyone associated with you or your publications using my trademark and copyright name for hate groups on but not limited to Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube, BitChute, Facebook, personal websites, or any social media sites and or publications. You are using my name and other websites where you feel it is okay to use my name to harm me, my family, and my children. Please see attached fee schedule. If you share my personal email address, then I will move forward and file the liens because it was done with the intent to harm me and my family. Using my name without written consent is a trademark infringement and a copyright infringement. Please let me know within the hour that this is completed and everything is removed. If I do not hear, H-E-R-E, if I do not hear from you that this is completed, I will move forward with the lien and overnight it to the Secretary of State in Tennessee and Arkansas. The only way I will remove the lien is if everything regarding myself and copyright and trademark name is removed within 21 days after the lien is placed, and it is not removed, I will move forward with a non-judicial foreclosure to recoup my cost of using my trademarks and copyrights without my consent. There you go, boys. I didn't know this. I didn't know this was going to happen, but here we go. Bizopedia search. This is what she linked to me. So there's that, I guess, whatever the fuck this is. She also did the same thing to Field McConnell and Policy Blades. Followed up by these posts. Let me tell these non-useful idiots, this is just the tip of the iceberg. That's my wrath. Levada's going to be pissed, dude. I might not get any Levada pussy for weeks. You wanted to come for me and lie about me and my family? Well, guess what? I collected my 3 stones. Yeshua handed them to me, and I'm coming for you and all that you own. You want to lie about me and my family? That's your prerogative. But it's going to cost you greatly. If it's not all removed in an hour, I'll fill out the liens and post them here. TikTok. I'm just getting started. These demons can't win against someone who is filled with light. I've seen you filled with all kinds of creamy goodness, but I would never call any of it the light. Have a blessed day. I know I will. Now listen to this. Listen how she self-snitches right here. Tell me what's wrong with this statement. If they think they know who my husband is, they don't. But his name is also trademarked, so I'm going to double my payout. If they think they know the name of my husband, they think they know who my husband is, they don't. But my husband's name is also trademarked, so you owe me double. I thought I didn't. What? What? So it is your husband. That's what you're admitting? You're admitting I did get your husband's name right. Or then you... What? These people haven't studied the true law. They are about to get caught up in a lot of mess. And once their attorneys come at me, they won't take the case for them because I will turn around and file a lien on their lawyers. These demons want to keep us divided and enslaved. Time for us to eradicate all demons of this earth. Time to come together. This is anointed and holy land. There is no longer any more room for these demons. That sounds like the fucking Lori Daybell shit. Then she shares this meme. The difference between humans and animals would never allow the dumbest ones to lead the pack. She says, I am protected, chosen, and anointed. The devil don't got anything on me. The devil don't got anything on me. She follows that up, though. We're not done yet. She decides to follow that up with some more. Mr. Bird. Bum, bum, bum. Mr. Bird, please see attached UCC-1 filing that was filed today with the Arkansas and Tennessee Secretary of State and all supporting documents against Arkansas Limited Liability Company Bird Agri-Sales. File number 811334666, located and registered William J. Bird, and asset registered to Lavada Bird and William J. Bird, located at 22696 Pineview Road, Truman, Arkansas, 5044 Bingestown Road in Memphis. Your failure to respond and continued harassment has resulted in a penalty of trademark and copyright infringement in the amount of $10 million. The only way to remove said lien is to recant all statements, delete them off all social media sites, and or anywhere my name is published without my informed written consent, and provided with me in writing that this is removed, statements are recanted, and this will not happen again. Very sad you cannot be honorable and remove such horrendous lies, and the continued harassment of you and your wife is disturbing. God damn it, Lavada. Once the lien posts, you will have 21 days or I will collect on the debt owed. Madison Marquette, and she put a copyright symbol after her name. Woman sue juris without prejudice. And then she links this again. I don't think you know what you're linking. I don't think you know what you're linking here, Madison Marquette. Do you want me to search this number? Okay. There isn't even, I can't even search a number. What was it called? Bird Agri-Sales in Arkansas. And what was the city? Truman, maybe? Let's just search this. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Bird Agri-Sales, Arkansas Limited Liability Company, 811-334-666, in good standing. From October 14th, 2021. 2 years, 3 months old. William Jacob Bird of 22696 Pineview Road, Truman, Arkansas. This is really going to hurt my business with local farmers. Like, we just now got new fertilizer in. William Jacob Bird is the incorporator and organizer, and William Jacob Bird is the manager. Oh, my God. There's liens against it? Jesus. The registered agent on file for this company is William Jacob Bird and is located at 22696 Pineview Road, Truman, Arkansas. The company has one contact on record. The contact is William Jacob Bird. Oh, these are links. I shouldn't have clicked the link. I thought that was like a picture or some shit. So there you go, guys. I'm in hot water now. Then she links, I think this is the Phil McConnell one. She links this. And it says, Madison Marquette, of and through the power of her imagination, hereby, Madison Marquette, the debtor's name, in 3572 Country Road, South Plum City, Wisconsin, 5476 McConnell Field. Why didn't I get one of these? Madison Marquette. Trademark and copyright infringement. See attached publications that were mentioned. Madison Marquette. Along with the opportunity to cure and retract the statement and remove all publications, please see attached trademark filing and ownership. Please see attached secured party creditor paperwork along with copyright covered under UCC-1. Please see attached fee schedule. Please see attached employment and tax information for policy Blade and Nathan Blades. Lean them out $10 million on each asset. Oh my goodness. Where's all the attached stuff? I don't see the attached stuff. FAAP pilot's license. He's got a loan against his pilot's license. Oh no. What do we do now? Let me get over here. Hold on. I'm a bundle of nerves right now. I don't know what to say. I'm terrified. Let me find my post over here. Yes, she didn't send me my form. Oh, is this it? Here it is. Okay, here we go. I found my form. Thank God. I was worried I got left out. Madison Marquette, Arkansas Limited Liability Company, Bird Agri-Sales LLC, Bird William, 22696 Pineview Road, Truman, Arkansas, 72472. Bird William J, 5044 Benchtown Road, Memphis, Tennessee. The Madison Marquette Trust, please see attached, Madison. Oh, you don't want to put your last name? That's weird. Hendricks now, isn't it? Is that what you're going under? Arkansas Limited Liability Company, Bird Agri-Sales LLC, file number 811-334-666, located and registered to William J. Bird, and asset registered to Lavada Bird. God damn it, Lavada. William J. Bird, located at 22696 Pineview Road, Truman, Arkansas, 72472, 5044 Benchtown Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38127. Trademark and copyright infringement. Madison Marquette. That says infringements. I think you added an extra letter. That's not how you spell it, right? By the way, this is editable. Just in case you were wondering. Anyways, that's not how you spell infringement. See attached of all publications where mentioned Madison Marquette along with what the fuck is this word? That's not how you spell opportunity. Madison. She's still hooked on phonics. She spelled it. Sorry. OPPURTUTNIY. Opportunity. Along with opportunity to retract statement and remove all publications. Please see attached trademark filing and ownership. Please see attached secured party creditor paperwork along with copyright covered under the UTC-1. Please see attached fee schedule. Lien amount $10 million on each asset. Also, Madison must suck my fat cock. There's a public transaction, guys. It's all public. Right here in front of you. It's all public. Every bit of it. Right out here in the public. Madison Marquette. So, me and Lavada probably going to lose the business. Probably. Oh, there's 2 comments. Let's see. I love it. Ha ha. You go, my warrior princess. So, fucking retards that are there. What's this one say? How can I share Madison's channel with a friend? Oh, that's... we used to... Rick Goodwin. I've seen that name somewhere before. Rick Goodwin. I can't remember where. Seen him somewhere. Huh. Anyways, me and Lavada probably lose the house. Probably not going to make it. We're losing our business for sure. Our agri-sales business out of Arkansas. But we've been broke before. I remember when me and Lavada first met. We were just fucking broke as shit. And we pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps. Lavada wears hooker boots. Also, she says, I guess Rumble didn't want me to file for the lien. They removed the videos. Wrong. They didn't remove any videos. So listen how dumb this statement is. I guess Rumble didn't want me to file the lien. They removed the videos. Then it says, right after that, says, Rumble continues to allow me to be harassed. My name is Madison Marquette, is trademarked and copyrighted. These people have videos using my name and defaming my character without my consent. If these videos are not removed immediately, I'm filing UCC1 lien against Rumble for trademark and copyright infringement. I charge $5,000 a minute. My name is used without my written consent. Rumble has 24 hours to remove this, or I will file the lien and lawsuit for trademark and copyright infringement. But you just said they removed it, but they didn't remove it, and now you're suing them. She has 2 comments on each post. Oh, wait, this one has 5. Each of our path to freedom is ours. What might work for some might not work for others. We might fall down, but as long as we get ourselves back up, dust off, and keep walking. You want to teach, then teach. But egos cannot get in the way when our freedom is at risk. I did the above because it's my remedy and right to do so after being harassed and stalked by these demons for years. I don't suggest people going down that route unless they have studied and know what they are doing. I'm showing people the remedy my husband and I have decided to take. He didn't decide shit. He's in fucking prison for 3 counts of raping a 13-year-old. Sari says, you have every right to defend yourself and your family, sending you love, light, and peace, strength from above as you continue to help the little ones. Where do they find these retards at? Like, if you're just going to make up some stupid shit about you're a sovereign citizen and you're filing a lien against a building that or a business that I don't own and a wife that I don't have, and people are like, hell yeah, I'm sending your prayers. What to do when someone defames you on a site under handle name? I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Wait, I can go after the website in a manner of speaking. Do I need to trademark my name? I think do. My brain is traveling in lots of directions. Seems like so much to do at once. Jan says, exactly right. And Irish King says, Proverbs 3:57. So pray for Levada and I. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to try to persevere, okay? We're survivors. We're survivors. And we'll do what we can. Good old Levada. Fucking dumb bitch. What the fuck? And then, of course, she shares her link again. Then she says, hey, freedom fighters, are you ready to take your health freedom back? Madison has been using the latest MedBed technology patch, which has been instrumental in her ability to keep up. Thank you for all who've already joined as LifeWave distributors for providing. She just goes straight to it's a MedBed patch. For providing hope to others who are also seeking medical freedom and alternative health care. The decision to take your power back and join brand partnership has allowed Madison to supplement income and multiply her support of rescued kids. If you haven't joined, that's dirty. That's so fucking underhanded. To claim that all our money is going to these kids that don't exist. That's so fucking underhanded. If you haven't joined the movement yet, start today. Let the establishment know that you will not be needing their drugs any longer. Help yourself and others and Madison to support these children that have been rescued. If you haven't taken a look at this amazing technology, watch the latest video featuring Madison Marquette. Let's see what it is. I'm going to have to call the boys down at the fucking fertilizer shop. Tell them to close up.
Hey.
You got a new owner.
How are you doing? Good. How are you? I'm doing really good. I actually have some really cool
Profound.
news.
I like that.
So my dad, who's been having really great sleep since the X39 patches, so he has a sleep.
Oh, by the way, somehow Madison Marquette still has a channel on YouTube, so that needs to end. I just go ahead and drop the link to that. You guys do what you need to do, but I'm sure there's some terms of service violations up in that bitch. Madison Marquette.
Watch that he forgot about because he has really disturbed sleeps, and he said, well, I'd go to bed and I'd be in bed for 10 hours, but the watch would say I only slept for 2 hours. So he was constantly meeting yesterday.
Where the fuck is she?
Like in their life. So look at who's watching a video.
That's Sharon. Where's Marquette?
Reset.
I want to get another filing here.
Very oozing, swollen legs. They were very ugly. This is what they look like on the left hand
side.
You
Shit.
see it. They're very dark and oozing for all of his attention on stem cell research in the body's natural ability.
Same bullshit patch Phil's selling.
That and your
Same bullshit patch the frog sold. Same bullshit patch everybody's selling. It's an MLM, right? You have to sign up people below you.
Just a little unsure about the X49 itself.
Okay, yeah.
Waiting. Is it ready? Oh, no. Just let me. And now push.
It says the video.
Okay.
This is a fucking old school gimmick. The resist while I push bullshit.
For those that are interested, you can ask
Panhandlers and shit do it.
I love it. You stay in your mission field, and we'll stay in ours.
I feel like I've been ripped off. Madison Marquette isn't even in this video. Oh, there she is.
I'm thankful that God pulled you out of the mainstream media and where you're at now because you're such a light, and you know what I mean. I told you this last time. Every time I'm like, let's effing go. Let's.
Yeah. Well, that's it's funny because when I was on the media, I felt like I was really a lighthouse because I got to talk about whatever I wanted. I wasn't a paid commercial.
It says not found.
I went there for free for 8.5 years, and I did whatever I wanted.
It opens fine for me. Madison Marquette's channel. If you just click the link.
It got a little shady when they knew my belief system on vaccines and that I was just very much pro freedom, pro education. If you want it after you do all the education in the world, go get it. But if you don't, you shouldn't have to, right? And so they knew that about me, and it's just a misalignment. It was still difficult because it was part of my life for 8.5 years, and I loved running into the elderly people at JCPenney, and they'd say, Renita, I've been taking flaxseed since you talked about it on the news, and I'm pooping good. And I miss that. So for me, it was always hearing the stories of the wonderful things that were happening.
Rita, I could poop through a fucking screen door and not hit a wire.
With the viewing audience. And so it's still that, though, but it's like times 100 with LifeWave. So I'm thankful to be here. But thanks, Madison. Yeah, I'm thankful to be off of there. They're so corrupt over there. It's nothing but poison. So God knew that I probably would have never quit that myself. So he just plucked me out of it. Literally. So, yep, God's always got something better in store.
She looks like a wicked witch, right? She looks like an evil stepmother.
He removes you from a situation like that. Just be faithful and be diligent and keep moving forward in faith. So, yeah.
Thank you both. Thank you, Heidi, again. You guys are amazing women, and I really appreciate both of you.
We appreciate you. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. God bless you.
Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. God bless.
Thank you, Madison
God bless
Marquette.
everyone.
That is followed up by other cash grabs, including these. So she shares the patch, and then she shares, here's the link to join us as we take back our healthcare from the cabal. Livewave.com/RealMadisonMarquette/enrollment/packs. Then it says, if you want to support Madison, then please purchase her book. She's donating some of the proceeds to traffic victims not to trafficking victims, to the trafficking victims' house that she runs that doesn't exist. So she's not just donating them to a charity that helps trafficking victims. She's donating them to herself to run this house for trafficking victims that doesn't exist. I just got finished reading it, and wow. She's on Gumroad under MadisonMarquette.gumroad.com. I never intended to get into the adult film industry. I never dreamed of being sold for money without my consent, and yet that's exactly what happened. So here begins my journey. It is one that started with survival, death, heartbreak, drugs, money, sex, and lies, but led to restoration, healing, forgiveness, and an unconditional love so unimaginable. It is sometimes disbelieved when spoken of, but it's real. Oh, so real. Madison Marquette on Gumroad. Hard copy of Madison's book. My Father's Daughter, Memoir of a Porn Star. Same thing. Same bullshit here. Let's go see what these ratings look like. One 0 star, one star rating. It just says 0 stars from Matt D. Matt D's nuts. Are none of these reviews real? What is going on? None of them will bring up a rating. Okay, there you go. These are reviews from our fans. How many total reviews are there? It showed me just a second. 54 reviews. Then she says, comments are turned off for the night. Man, we are all blessed. I'm so happy so many of us are coming together and standing side by side. No matter what the regime and the communism ends this year. Not because some savior is going to save us, but because we the people will demand it. No comments allowed. Then I got, hold on, let me check this post to make sure there's not nudity in it. You never know with Madison Marquette. Okay, she shares some weird bondage porn. I don't know what the fuck this is, and it's from her post. Here's a picture. And it says, this sick reality. kidnapping women and teenagers who have had their legs and arms amputated so they can't run away. These poor souls are called living dolls by the criminals and used accordingly. Sick world. Run from me, bitch. You'll be bobbing around like a potato on the floor before you run from me again. We need to eradicate human trafficking. Hopefully people will understand that there are things in the field my team can never unsee. Our hearts break daily for these women and children. We are living in Sodom and Gomorrah, and it's not looking good. Yahweh, we need you now. Yahweh, I have covered these women's faces. They do not need to be exploited anymore. This is some of the people these are some of the potato people that her team uncovered. Here's another potato people. Two potato peoples. See how they got them? See how they got them in that duct tape? See how they got them? Those are more potato peoples. And then the last potato peoples, she's doing well. I'm sure someone reversed image searched this. She just fucking found some kind of weird porn, bondage porn, duct tape porn, something. From Madison Marquette, everybody. Me and Lavada in the poorhouse, okay? In the poorhouse. If you guys want to help us fight against Madison Marquette and her team of kidnappers, you can do that by making a contribution at coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.f, UND, coldbeer.fund, where you can find all my donation links there. Buy me a coffee, join our Patreon, Gun and Bomber, and Dono Clip. Check them out. Check it out! Anyways, help us in our fight against Madison Marquette, who has no authority, but she's still somehow kidnapping people's kids and taking them away. Let's see. Do we have any Scotty Too Hottie? Scotty's saying he's Faust again. Let's see some of these.
Making profile accounts with my
Oh, we saw some of this one already. This is where Scott joins right quick. I think we already saw this one.
From when they were children. Like, where the
we did. Okay, let me go to today. Let me go to the one from today. Here you go. I got one of these videos says, prepare yourself for granny tits. So I know that's going to be a good one.
Great. How are you, Scott?
I'm doing all right.
Let's go. Oh, you got Roger over there. I always see Roger.
Listen, if she has a story, when I used to cover her hardcore, we used to listen to all her stories. So she made up this story about this boy named Angel because she didn't know what his name was, so she just called him Angel. And people were literally donating specifically for Angel. She had this other story. She said that she used to say that she worked with local police forces because it's insane to think that someone who's not associated with any government entity whatsoever, has no training, no authority, no badge, no nothing, can just take your fucking kid, right? So she used to claim that she was with the FBI and they were getting ready to raid this house of these abusers that had kids. And the FBI agent got a call from Joe Biden himself. And it's like, hey, what's up? And Joe's like, are you hanging out with Madison Marquette? And the FBI agent's like, yeah, we're getting ready to do this raid on these traffickers. And Joe Biden's like, not with Madison Marquette. Get out of there. So they left. And then she took it upon herself, like, we're not leaving those kids in there just because Joe Biden called the FBI. So they went in there themselves. She kicked down the door. And her team went in and rescued these kids. And that's when they stopped working with law enforcement at all. And they just go around and they just fucking what she's doing is literally child trafficking. She, with no authority whatsoever, picks and chooses kids that she wants to take, okay? And then she decides if she wants to keep them or give them to somebody else, and she's making money doing it. That's the definition of child trafficking. The one before, we watched the one before this already. This is the one before.
How do you literally have that much time on your hands and nothing better to do?
Is this on Discord or is it on TikTok?
It's right here on
TikTok. Yeah, we watched this one yesterday.
On that, I'm not even going to mention the profile, but yeah.
Can I get the right person,
They're all
man?
right here in my chat. That's why there's so many people in here. It's all fake accounts coming to troll and be stupid.
Troll and make videos to make more videos.
Can you talk to who? Jenny, Rich is here and he gave you kisses and you missed it again.
She ran away.
What's for dinner? But you should probably get the fuck out of here right now. Yeah.
Yeah, this one we already watched. Let me grab this this one of this girl.
You doing all right, Amy?
That is people who have been in my my channel for a long time can tell you that's a legitimate Madison Marquette story that she was telling the Great British Bird, and we made fun of her. She says she was in Texas doing this, and she just stole these people's kids. And when the lady's like, well, what happened? So she has no authority to lock anybody up or send them to jail. When the lady asked them, like, what did you do with the adults in the house? They just left them. They just left them tied up. That's called kidnapping, you dumb bitch.
Great. How are you, Scott?
I'm doing all right.
Let's go. Oh, you got Roger over there. I always see Roger, but he never says hey to me.
Yeah. How you been, though?
I don't know why it's throwing out those comments like that.
Oh, guess what?
Hi, Roger.
Guess what?
Guess what, Amy?
What?
I had my first Karen encounter today.
Hold on, wait a minute. I wish I could.
Wait, you talk about running into Karens all the time.
Well, yeah, me too. Thank you, Chris. You had your first what, Scott?
Karen encounter.
Karen. Scott, I think you've had a lot of Karen encounters.
No, not in real life.
What happened?
Oh, he's dying to tell his story. Whatever sound he's making is hurting my teeth. They're bad.
So, Haley. What happened, Scott?
Oh, I was trying to park and, well...
Did you get to the car?
No. I was saying, pointing the car. I was not trying to say, I'm not trying to hit the car. She went like a Karen would. I'm like, okay, Karen, what's up?
So someone held up their hand when he was getting ready to back into their car. They didn't even say anything. They just held up their hand while he was going to back into their car.
Sassy.
Okay, Kelwin.
Do not sleep on Scott.
Come here.
What's up, Austin? Is Dak over there?
Not yet. Tammy, after I get done with this, I want to like to call you. I want to show you something, all right? Tammy?
Thank you, Danny. Let's go. Let's go. We got our speed. Thank you, Chris.
Let's hit it with some gold gifts, guys.
So what I've been seeing, Dark Shadows, like donuts, the dinos, the motorcycles.
Just send me money for sitting
That's
here.
what I've seen lately.
Yeah. Just send me money so I can sit on this stream and say, oh my God, someone held their hand up at you, Scott. That was a Will Cowan.
Let's go.
I'm about to make an AI generated character and an AI generated voice model that follows Scott around, and I'm gonna make an AI Scott.
Hold on a minute, guys.
Scott, your confidence is doing good lately.
All right.
I don't think Scott got his speed.
Oh yeah, drop it on our head, guys. Drop it on our head.
Oh, I got you.
How about that?
I
Thank you,
see.
Chris. Thank you, Danny.
Send some money guns.
God, he's got big old tits, dude.
Thank you, Chris.
They're huge.
Roger. Justin. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Dark Shadow.
Timmy. I do, laughing kid.
Somebody said, who wants a galaxy? He said, I do, laughing kid. I do. I want a galaxy. I don't know why my mind goes like this, but I was in FFA, Future Farmers of America, when I was in high school. And every time I see Scott's full body, I want to identify the different cuts of beef.
That's Timmy, you still in here?
Thank you for the follow.
Looks like drumsticks. It's not. Those are cow bladders.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Can I call you after the battle?
Yeah, 420. Let's go.
Tammy, can I call you after this battle? You still heal?
For the galaxy.
All right, it's out, man.
Let's go.
Thank you, Kim.
There's no telling what this disgusting motherfucker says on the phone. You know, he's just asked for basically all of his friend group. He's asked for their butthole pictures. Not in a joking way, like, oh yeah, you can work for me. I just need a picture of your sphincter, which I actually tricked Atsuko with. She sent me. They were actually well lit. They were perfectly framed. They had some bokeh in the background. I don't know if she hired a professional photographer, but it was a joke, Atsuko. It was a joke.
What's up, whippersnapper? Thank you, Kim. We need a snipe. Last minute snipers.
Danny Che,
Loses again.
Winnie, Roger, Chris, Danny, Tammy, Dustin, Joe, and Amy. Appreciate you. What's up, Ian?
Danny, Tammy, Dustin, Joe, and Amy.
Wayne, Kim, Laughing Kid, Julie, Tapas. Oh, Laughing Kid sent you a galaxy. You said who wants a galaxy, and I said me.
Oh, he's pissed. He said, who wants a galaxy? Scott said me, and he sent it to someone else.
Well, I didn't ask for it.
What you said? I sent it.
Let's go.
No, we.
Hey, Dad. Someone said in chat.
Yes.
Snipers all act.
Superpower. Let's go, Laugh Kid. Appreciate you. Laugh Kid, ENRP, Mr. People.
Oh, that's a good angle. Look at that lower lip.
Jacob, Danny, and Buster Rogers. Let's go.
His lower lip is like two lips stacked on top of each other.
Really? What?
Oh, wait, is it Logan or is this Amy?
Messenger, hello.
Thank you, Dan.
Sorry, Typo. What did Vox say? Hold on.
Really? What? Don't lie.
Everyone give Scott a rose. Scott only wants roses, y'all.
Don't lie, Vox, or you'll be unmodded. Do not lie.
Just appreciate you.
There's the roses.
Thank you, Laughing Kid.
Laugh Kid, ENRP, Mr. Peapow Floors, Chris, Ethan, Jacob, Danny, and Buster Rogers. Let's go.
Roses is like like the lowest gift you can give.
Wait, is it Logan or is this Amy?
Messenger, hello.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you.
Dude, we had the best ag teacher. He was just amazing, and him and getting into having to defend himself all the time to our superintendent, who was a real cunt, drove him away, and someone else got an amazing agriculture teacher. The dude was just fucking awesome.
Send some to go gifts, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for those. Okay.
There's his dad screaming in the background. You live?
Logan, Amy. Logan from work. Thank you for the likes. I thought the speed already started. Corn. Thank you, ENRP, for the roll.
Dinosaur, look out.
I knew it.
Cream pies slap dude the cinnamon. Okay.
He just came in this round.
Oh, yeah. What's up? I'm not even going to say the name. I'm just going to call you 2-0.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up?
Scott, I may have accidentally deactivated your snipers.
How are you?
That's pretty funny. Dinosaur, he won't even say it. That's a Buoniosaurus.
What, Buster? Who's Barry?
I'm screen mirroring.
Vox says snipers deactivate.
Okay.
If I was a dinosaur, I'd be a Ligalotopus.
Thank you.
Ben.
A semi-aquatic dinosaur with goggles and a snorkel.
Oh, hell. All right, that's it. You lost mute and... Oh.
Vox says snipers deactivate.
No, you lost your mute and block.
You're blocked, Vox. You're blocked.
Because you can't do that, Vox.
So snipers is not a thing. What Scott's saying when he says snipers activate, what he's hoping is someone will come in at the end and donate a bunch of money. But it's just like a saying. There is no activation. There is no on button. There is no off button. There is nothing, right? But Scott's like, if someone says in the chat, snipers deactivate, he thinks they've turned them off. They turned them off. You can't do that. They're my snipers.
I'm starting to act like a troll.
Go.
That's what trolls say. No, you're not. No,
I'm the leader of the snipers, he said.
Don't make me take out the mod tally off of.
You put me in that position, and you're hurting my feelings now, Scott.
I didn't, Vought.
What is it, Scott?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What'd you say you were
I
working
want
on?
to talk about it.
What do you mean?
Harmony. Thank you, Danny.
It's hard to look at, isn't it?
Hello.
Do a poll. Who's cooler, Scott or Bach?
Buster.
Hello, Busto.
What's up, Dustin?
You guys are going to love the next video. Let me show it to you. You think Scott's got some big old titties? You think Scott's got big old titties? Just wait.
Thank you, Danny.
Hello, Buster.
Scott, can we wrestle for the championship?
What's up, Dustin?
Please stop putting fucking her name in chat over and over again. What are you doing?
Thank you, Dustin. Welcome back, Buster. Thank you, Dustin.
You are mean to Vok. Shout me out, bro.
Come on, let's get this, guys.
Come on, Snapples. Activate
Thank you, ENRP,
Snapples.
for the team bracelet. Hi, Dak. Buster.
I want to get to the next one. I'm excited. We got to get through this one. Let's go. Oh no, what happened? Did it freeze? Oh, there it goes.
No, we don't, Mike.
Troy?
No, we don't. Vok. We don't look alike.
Vok said we look just alike because he said I'm his big brother.
Thank you, NRP.
What's up, Tawaya?
Tawaya. What's up, Tawaya?
No, Vok. Stop.
Well, you're slightly more handsome. Scott and Vok are twins, confirmed. Is he your brother?
I think Buster. Is that your
Wait a second.
Buster?
What's happening with his dad? Hold on.
Tawaya.
Thank you, Danny.
No, Vok. Stop.
His dad said something about 104 inches or some shit.
Well, I told Jimmy I said, it's 8 inches thick. It's 4 inches. It's a lot of work.
I told Jimmy it's 8 inches thick. This ain't no 4 inches. This is a lot of work.
Buster, is that your girlfriend, Buster? Country Boy Life, what's up?
If you think me and Scott look alike, type 1.
No, I'm muting that comment. I'm muting it.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
See what you started, Vok?
Definitely not Vok. Who is taller? You are smaller. You are smaller, brother Scott. Scott, you and Vok are brothers. One. Scott, why are you so mean to your twin brother Vok?
Let's go, Dak. Danny, you got a boosty, Logan.
Are her corn videos trademarked? No, I have seen them for research purposes. They're actually pretty hard to find. Believe it or not, you can't just like type in her name then porn.
Blocked who does one. Everybody.
Everybody puts one's getting blocked.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about, Scott?
1 1 1 0.
That is the what?
2.
That's old news.
2.
Anyway,
he's so fucking mad.
Let's see here, Tammy.
1 for Vok.
The good game.
2. What happened, Scott?
I'm going to.
All right, buddy.
1 for Vox. that was a good simple troll there. Now you're not gonna believe this next video. Let your eyes behold. Okay. We're either gonna vote for Scott or the hoe. Scott or the hoe. 1 is Scott, 2 is the hoe. Who has bigger jubblies? Here we go. They're both prominently featured here.
Hell no. I'm not accepting that.
God, her titties have liver spots.
I'm gonna be your very first person you battled. And like I said on the snap, that looks good on you.
Scotty, where is he? What did you want to show me?
Well, I'm going to show you on FaceTime.
Okay.
Oh, he's got to show you on FaceTime. They call you privately. He's going to show you his dick. Is what he's going to show you.
And I'm glad I was the first person to see your outfit.
Okay, Scott.
I'm glad I was the first person to see your outfit. I'm the first person. Nobody else did. I'm the first.
Not a single deer.
There's his dad in the background.
I need my other phone. I wanted the music.
Come on, guys. This is our first battle ever. Let's do this.
Daddy.
This is not your fault. I put you in a no-win situation.
Let's do this, guys. This is our first battle ever.
I mean, she's got big tits, but she lets him out. She lets him out of that. She's going to bruise her fucking ankle bone. That's what's going to happen. Let him drop.
I can't help you with that. Oop.
We got a contest to enter. Yep. Well, what to do about Caleb?
She's got melanoma or something on them titties.
Have me arrested and they have a point. The kid is an adult.
Is Snipers activated?
That would be fair fight.
No. Oh, thank you for the follow.
He's such a ladies' man.
I can see that you really need my help, Ed. I just don't think I can do it. It seems so wrong.
Look, I know.
After we get done battling, Amy, could I FaceTime you to show you?
No, because I think I don't know what's going on right now, but can you show me later? Tomorrow, because I'm fixing to go to bed and I'm gonna hang out with my people, I guess, for a minute if I have people in here.
Well, I guess I can show you now, and everybody.
That's candy.
That's clay, right? That's a brick of clay. That's candy.
What is it? What is that?
Clay. It's clay to make clay figurines.
He's getting ready to waffle stomp at Kingston.
Oh.
And I also got this to cut a square to make them.
That's what you wanted to show her on FaceTime? You know you could have showed her your dick, right?
Oh, nice.
I need 3 people.
Doesn't look like she's turning much away. She wouldn't call nothing. I'll tell you that much.
Guys, 3 people.
I thought it was a protein bar. So it said PWOTEINBAW. A protein bar.
I want to apologize, you know.
Oh, now he wants to apologize.
Who? To me?
Yeah, I just want to be your very first person to battle, you know.
I got to be your very first battle ever. So what happened is this bitch probably got clout from Scott sending followers over there to follow her so she could go live. You have to have 1,000 followers. And she went live with somebody else. And Scott has this weird fucking obsession where he, like, someone will come in and say, hey, so-and-so's beautiful. That's on the screen. Nope, we twacked it. I said it first. And has, like, fucking meltdowns over it. It's crazy.
Hey, Scotty, it's okay.
Yeah, fuck it.
What?
Well, he must really like you a lot. He's got a fine wife. Well, if I were you, I'd just learn to ignore it because once Bobby decides he likes you,
No, she ain't, eh?
Oh, thank you, Cat Dad.
If you're trying to compare Bobby to our Caleb, you're way off base.
Hold on, Tammy, Sam.
She's literally just shaking her tits on purpose.
He's expressive.
Oh, thank you, Betsma. I appreciate it.
good for him.
Come on, Tammy, Sam. Go.
What you got in work done?
Oh.
Yeah, donations are down this time of year, but it usually picks back up. Plus, I think I'm gonna put out some new content, change some stuff around. But thank you for the support.
Hannah Banana, thank you.
Look, she's literally going and shaking them for donations.
Big time, Tammy's team.
Thank you, Hannah Banana. For
TikTok is fucking goddamn. Why wouldn't you just go to Pornhub and see it for free?
Baby.
Imagine her great grandkids on this app.
Can I have the phone? Can I have the phone?
Go, Tammy's team, go. You're getting up there.
Go, Tammy's team, go. Why's her head look like she's built like a horse?
Go. Thank you for
Big ass fucking head.
Thank you.
Somebody said he's hypnotized. Scott's in love. Scott, you should make her out of the clay like a figure.
Oh, thank you.
A figurine. No one wants to snap you or FaceTime with you anymore. Stop asking to see their buttholes.
That was a slow ass battle.
Watch what happens when Ben Franklin's coming.
Yeah, it's slow, but I hope you win, though.
I didn't win.
It was literally ending. He's like, I hope you win. I saw that, Maelstrom.
Thank you for the follow, Brian. Oh, shit.
I'm going to go so you can,
If I lived in a state that blocked Pornhub, I'd move.
hang out with your friends, okay?
Okay.
At least at least I'm your first person that battled you, right?
Okay, right. You're right.
Obsessed, dude. Obsessed.
Love you, Scotty. Bye.
Bye.
God damn, he's so fucking weird. And then one more. What is this? It's a duet.
I want you, I need you, oh God.
My new favorite song to ground to. Thank you, Benson. You saved some souls with this one. Okay, Scott's going to be doing his dance. He's a bad bitch.
I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful
The only dance he does is the Power Angel Wobot.
things that I've
XNXX. That's a pretty good one.
please stay. I want you.
Sorry, I was getting into what the fuck is that?
I'm a sailboat racer. Of course, if you go on the boat with me and you call them ropes instead of lines, I will correct you with my whole chest. I'm a sailboat racer. Of course, I've developed a deep hatred for power boaters. I'm a sailboat racer. Of course, I have 2 full wetsuits in my bedroom. I'm a sailboat racer.
The Jeep is not running. I've either got wiring issues or a bad ECU, so I'm gonna have to check and see. I don't know which.
Of course, I have my own PFD. I'm a sailboat.
The crankshaft position sensor was 100% bad. I finally got a Mopar one and put it in, and it is singing out the right voltage, the right signal. It's timed right. Everything's right on it. But something else is going on in the firing sequence. It's not the camshaft position sensor. It's not the ACS ASC or whatever, the automatic shutoff relay. It's not any of those. Those are all fine. But something in between so on the automatic shutoff relay, it sends a positive signal in little bursts to the distributor. And the ECU sends a negative in burst with the timing, right? It sends a ground there with the timing to set the time and fire the cylinders. The positive is getting there, the negative is not.
Sailboat racer. Of course, I have my own radio, and it's always tuned to.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
I'm a sailboat racer. Of course, I know people with 40-plus foot yachts. I'm a sailboat racer. Of course, I've been soaked through to my underwear way too many times. I'm a sailboat racer. Of course,
I'm soaked right now.
Throw coins into the water and pray to.
Late payment fee, October 31st. Late payment
Everybody
fee.
loves Boogie.
$25 late payment fee December 1st. This just happened.
Yep.
Oh, me.
October was a very lean month.
Very
Thank you,
important business
Verizon.
purpose. Chick-fil-A. Lucky it was all the way back.
Dude,
in
you
August.
eat.
Basically, all of his business expenses are fast food.
Don't you eat? I eat. People eat. I definitely eat. I eat a lot.
You don't have to eat out if we can't afford to
Dude,
live.
I can't cook for 3 people.
He can't afford to pay like his rent on time or credit card bills on time, and he's charging fast food like he's fucking $40 at goddamn Chick-fil-A every other day.
For cheaper than $12. I can't cook for 3 people for cheaper than $12.
Wait a second. Let me get my little handy dandy First of all, that was 3 people. You did not feed 3 people on $12.
Chicken sandwich is $5.
So you just got 3 chicken sandwiches. You didn't get any.
Well, that's 15 already.
Guys, you got nothing.
You feed 3 people on $5 in a hurry.
Deal. The chicken sandwiches, the chicken patties. We have HEB. I don't know what your version is, but you can get the fucking frozen chicken patties. Put them in in the oven, and I promise they are individually less than $5. More of an
We have
initial
Walmart,
investment.
and they are not good chicken patties, and that is quicker,
so it's
more convenient, taste.
There we
and
go.
on top of that,
so now there's more reasons.
It's affordable, right?
This guy is Caleb Hammer. He like people's finances, and recently he's been doing a lot of like influencers and people. Like he does random people too. Goes over their finances, and he's kind of harsh about it. But Boogie is a washed up influencer that's losing everything.
Eat out 2 or 3 days a week.
It is a 99 XJ, a Cherokee 4.0.
$15.
2 or 3 days a week?
Yeah, 15, 30, 45 bucks.
But
it
you
adds
can't afford
up
to pay the card.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I basically, it's because Jeeps are so well followed and liked. I went through this, so I found a forum post that is like the crank no start checklist, right? It's not getting fire. It won't hit on starting fluid. It won't hit on anything. Fuel pump's working. Everything's working. It's a fire. And I basically went through the no start checklist. The crankshaft position sensor 100% was bad. It went from running perfect to parked and crank no start. Like there was no miss. There was no die. There was no like, oh, it just suddenly stopped. It was like running perfect. Never had an issue out of it. Parked it and wouldn't start the next day. Well, the crankshaft position sensor was 100% bad. I bought like 5 of them from like the local parts store. None of them were strong. I finally figured out they were all shit, and the magnet wasn't strong enough in them. Like the one from Mopar, I can stick it on my door like sideways, and it'll hang there. The ones from like O'Reilly's and Advance and AutoZone, you can't even tell they're magnetized. Like it's got to be a huge issue. But anyways, I finally got a Mopar one. It took me months to get one. Because they were out of stock for the strike and shit, and installed it, and it's testing good now. But and crankshaft position sensor's testing good. I checked the automatic shutoff relay. It's doing its thing, sending ground, except when it's pulsing positive 12 volt. And then the only thing that's left is the intermittent pulse that comes to the negative to the distributor. And it's not putting out anything. It's dead. It isn't even grounded.
Late payment. It's not affordable if we can't pay the card.
Do I look like the kind of person that's ever made sound decisions about food?
No, but that's why I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying to get it across.
But this is my weakness. This is always going to be my biggest weakness.
No.
The cool's new. Yeah, it's the distributor, so it's got a single coil. In 2000 they had individual coil pack, or 2001 had individual coil packs, but it's got a single coil. It's testing good, everything except for the signal that's coming to it.
You just allowed yourself infinite excuses for the future.
Oh,
and try to take responsibility.
That's actually true. Yeah.
Yeah. So why not actually take responsibility?
Goddamn.
Say, hey,
I fucking hate people like Boogie. All right, here we go. Derek Johnson. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Last night when we opened up questions, one who was trolling the wall was allowed to talk, and typical hater, someone I've encountered before from a hate group who acts all normal, yet you can tell is condescending, thinks they know it all, says, no war's been declared. So here's bull time. This is the video of him freaking out. You guys remember that video? Let me play it again, of Derek Johnson freaking out. Inbox. There's a donation. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Somebody sent a private donation, but thank you. Let's see. It was from Laura, right? There it is. Okay, here's Derek freaking out on Spaces. I know we just watched it the other day, but you'll know what I'm talking about at least.
Yeah, so I'm still confused about the CIC thing. Can you explain that again?
You mean the commander-in-chief?
How is it? Yeah, how is the commander-in-chief separate from the president?
Well, I mean, that's always been a debate. That's always going to be a debate for a lot of people out there. That's going to be.
So he's asking him.
It's always been a debate. It's been a topic.
Derek claims that the commander-in-chief is a different person than the president. Okay? And he's going to say it's always been a debate, and he's going to give examples of literally not that.
Is the president separate from the commander-in-chief? And Franklin D. Roosevelt, that's what he raised sand to the Congress about in 41, because they didn't act like they want to do anything about the bombing of Pearl Harbor. So he told them if they didn't act, he would as commander-in-chief of the military.
So a president going to Congress and saying, if you don't act, I will, he's the president. So he's also the commander in chief.
So that's always going to be a subject that's debatable. But if you go look at the laws and orders that's been put into place, like the War Powers Resolution Act there, the 50 U.S. Code section.
So as far as like the Jeeps, like no one cares if you buy different brands of springs or shocks or a fucking kingpin for a door. But as far as the Jeeps on the forums, like they fucking swear by any sensor on it. It's got to be Mopar or it's not gonna run right or at all sometimes.
That's a declaration. It wasn't there until it was put there, and Donald Trump put it there. But then when you go look at 10 U.S. Code, your reserve components, and then also your National Guard, but especially your reserves, your selective reserves.
Why are you talking about the National Guard? The question is, how is the president a different person than the commander-in-chief? It literally says in the Constitution, the president shall be the commander-in-chief.
Every single code known to man has called back, especially the Coast Guard. We got naval units in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Mobile, Alabama, and Miami, Florida. They've been there since January 2021. What's the odds of that, too? All right, the Navy and the Coast Guard work.
We're not playing what's the odds. You said the president and the commander-in-chief are not the same person. So we're not playing, oh, there's been a bunch of National Guard down in Florida for 3 months. What's the odds of that?
Together during times of war. I mean, every single military aircraft in the air all day, every day, and especially in the U.S., they're on regional, municipal, and international airports without a military component attached to it. They can't be here just for that reason. There has to be an order there. Well, any kind of order, military order that's in place right now, along with those executive orders, are the 50 U.S. Code, Section 1550, and then the 10 U.S. Codes, 1230.
Those are not military orders, by the way. 50 U.S. Code 1550 says that the president has to report to Congress no later than 90 or 180 days. I always get it confused. About military actions taken overseas, allies, casualties, what the situation on the ground is, forces used, equipment used kind of deal to Congress. That has nothing to do with National Guard flying around in planes.
12304 in the last amended section of those are executive orders where 1 million reserve components were federalized. All right, now president can expand his powers by presidential emergency action documents. Now, they're classified. There's no way to know did Donald John Trump sign a PED. However, there's enough stuff around it to show that he would have, and he did, especially with the military occupation, the law of war manual, and you can see what's going on around the world. And all the new Army manuals, the ones I just posted yesterday or day before, all the new Army manuals talk about the law of war, things of that nature from the military side. Then you have the continuity of operations plan, and you can see that as well because all of these laws and orders in place, there's no reason in the world why Joe Biden, real or not, look, I'll play devil's advocate here, and I'll play that he's real. There's no reason why he would extend 11 executive orders with 11 national emergencies inside them 3 years in a row by Donald John Trump. There's no reason why he would do that, especially the election interference. That one does not make any sense, all right, especially what it says inside of it, which would damn his whole administration if, let's play devil's advocate too with Trump. Let's say that the election was truly stolen, and a lot of conservatives believe it was. Let's say it was. Why would Joe Biden extend that? It was him that...
Let's say it wasn't. Why wouldn't Joe Biden extend it? It says that foreign agents interfering in our election that we can seize assets. Why wouldn't he extend that? What if the election wasn't stolen? He has nothing to be afraid of.
Was up against Trump in 2020. So
fucking retards.
It makes no sense whatsoever for Joe Biden to extend that one executive order alone with a national emergency makes no sense. So when you take all of these and you put them all in the chronological order and you put them in their sections of where they are, Donald Trump would be acting as a commander-in-chief because, once again, he would also still make him president, but because these are wartime orders, it would make him more in a commander-in-chief role because of that 50 U.S. Code, Section 1550. I call him commander-in-chief, but he would still also be a president no matter what because he would have expanded his powers, and he can do so via a PED, it came from the Eisenhower era. All right, it's nothing secretive. It's nothing that's new, but a lot of people don't know about it.
It literally is secretive.
Well, the problem...
By definition. All right, so this is Derek having his little meltdown. Let me skip ahead to where he starts really freaking out.
Website, there's a memorandum. It becomes unclassified.
Hold on, let Derek speak, please.
Well, no, he's going to do this. He's an instigator, and this is what's wrong with this nation right here. Is people like him. The War Powers Act. Let's just read it right here. Introduced by the Senate, January 18, 1973. Let's just read it. Declares that it is the purpose of this act to fulfill the intent of the framers of the Constitution of the United States, and ensure that the collective judgment of both Congress and the President will apply to the introduction of the armed forces of the United States in hostilities. I've already read that. That is the very act where the president declares war. So why in the hell is the last amended section of the War Powers Act Donald John Trump? And why in the hell are the last amended sections where the ready reserve and the individual ready reserve and the selective ready reserve, why in the hell are the last amended sections of those Donald John Trump's laws? And why in the hell would Joe Biden be extending all these executive orders? And why in the hell why did Joe Biden change looks? Why did Kamala change looks? There's things you are not answering, and your people and all of you out there, and you call yourself 17th bullshit. You ain't nothing to do with the 17th anything. You people are out there. You're trying to deceive people. You're wolf in sheep's clothing, and you're evil people trying to. No, you are. You are. That's the very act which the president declared war, and it's declared against the U.S. code. It's declared. It's declared. Okay, Congress put it there. That's why it's on a House.gov site. You moron. You are the definition of a moron. It's on a House. I'm not reading this, pulling this out my ass. It's on a House.
It sounds like he can actually defend his points. This all started with, how do you believe that the commander-in-chief and president are two separate people? Now he's screaming about memorandums posted on House.gov.
Gov site. Congress did do that. That's the point.
Hang on a second. Hang on. 17. Hang on a second.
I don't care if you're yelling or not. You're the people that's wrong with this nation.
I don't care if you're yelling. I'm yelling.
And I've spoken to you before. You're an instigator. You come on here and you do this.
Okay, whoa, hey, guys, listen. I'm going to do this, okay? This is not what we're going to do here. This is Derek's Space. He comes on every other Monday.
He's done this before. It's the same guy.
Questions? While you slaughter someone else's fucking service?
Okay, I apologize for the audience here. So this is what
they had to boot him,
guys. Derek comes on here every 2 weeks, and he's giving his time, his energy for you. If you don't want to listen to him and you don't like it, that's fine. You can leave. We can all have a different opinion.
Derek couldn't stand the heat.
Reading you what it's already there. He's not making this shit up. Okay,
it's law. I mean, that's
it's law.
The president declares war. This is why our nation looks the way it does. Is because that's the very act where you declare.
By the way, the guy he's talking to has years and years in service in the military. And Derek Johnson wants to scream about his complaining the whole time till he got a medical discharge. I'm a wounded warrior.
It is declared. Donald Trump, Donald Trump not going to tell you what's going on because we're fighting an invisible enemy that no one really knows. So
okay.
Real quickly, Derek, and then I'll let you finish. We got a lot of requests for questions for you. If you're here to be to instigate or what have you, this isn't for you. I'm sorry, I'm not about drama. I don't do the petty bullshit. I don't do scammers. I don't do any of that. Okay, I'm just setting it straight to you here. We've come over.
I don't do scammers, but I have Derek Johnson on every 14 days.
Give a different audience good hope and encouragement. If you're not here for that, then this isn't the space for you. I apologize, but we're just not going to do it. This is Derek's space. This is my space. He's here every 2 weeks, and he's going to be here every 2 weeks. So please.
All right, here's his response to this. Mess of the bull, you get the horns. Last night when we opened up questions, one who was trolling the wall was allowed to talk, and typical hater, someone I've encountered before from the hate group who acts all normal, yet you could tell is condescending. Thinks they know it all, says no war has been declared, so bull time. The last time the U.S. formally declared war using specific terminology on any nation was in 1942 when war was declared against Axis allied Hungary, Bulgaria, and Romania because Franklin Roosevelt thought it was improper to engage in hostilities against a country without a formal declaration of war. He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. He had to go to his wall and claim this and fucking continue it on. He didn't get enough by the guy getting banned and him yelling for 30 minutes. He had to go back and do it on his wall. The United States has formally declared war against foreign nations in 5 separate wars, each upon prior request by the President of the United States. 4 of those 5 declarations came after hostilities had begun. James Madison reported that in the Federal Convention of 1787. Now, still, he's not proving. So the question is war declared? And he's basically saying no, while also claiming, yes, this guy's wrong. It is war. 4 of those 5 declarations came after hostilities begun. James Madison reported that in the Federal Convention of 1787, the phrase make war was changed to declare war in order to leave the executive the power to repel sudden attacks, but not to commence war without the explicit approval of Congress. Debate continues as the legal extent of the president's authority in this regard. Public opposition to American involvement in foreign wars, particularly during the 1930s, this is all from Wikipedia, was expressed as to support a constitutional amendment that would require a national referendum on declaration of war. Several constitutional amendments, such as the Ludlow Amendment, have been proposed that would require a national referendum on declaration of war. After Congress repealed the Gulf of Tonkin resolution in January 1971 and President Richard Nixon continued to wage war in Vietnam, Congress passed the War Powers Resolution Act. over the veto of Nixon in an attempt to rein in some of the president's claimed powers. The War Powers Resolution Act prescribes that the only power of the president to wage war, which is recognized by Congress. The War Powers Resolution Act prescribes the only power of the president to wage war, which is recognized by Congress. In 1973, following the withdrawal of most American troops from the Vietnam War, a debate emerged about the extent of presidential power in deploying troops without a declaration of war. A compromise in the debate was reached within the War Powers Resolution Act. The act clearly defined how many soldiers could be deployed by the president of the United States and for how long. It would also require formal reports. That's the only part that he ever mentions. Reports by the president to Congress regarding the status of such deployments, and limited the total amount of time that American forces could be deployed without a formal declaration of war. That's all straight from, literally, before I even saw this. Where does he source this all at? Let's see what his source link is. Oh, Wikipedia. Damn. Notice 3 tabs: Declaration of Wars, Undeclared Wars, War Powers Resolution. Undeclared wars. There's no specific format required in the United States law for the way an official war declaration will be structured or delivered. The United States Constitution states that Congress shall have power to declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisal, and make rules concerning captures on land and water. As of August 2013, the United States Congress has formally declared war 11 times and has not done so since 1942. 6 of these were World War II declarations. The United States did not declare war during its involvement in Vietnam, although the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution authorized the escalation of use of military force in the Vietnam War without a formal declaration of war. On at least 125 occasions, a U.S. president has employed military forces without authorization from Congress. But this doesn't work because, again, this is all an argument that the president doesn't have to declare war to send troops. But Derek Johnson's entire argument falls under that the president did declare a war. So he's defending the opposite point. One of the most significant of these operations was the Korean War, where the United States led a peacekeeping United Nations force to stop North Korea's aggression against South Korea. The conflict resulted in 142,000 American casualties, about 40,000 deaths, and over 100,000 injuries. But coming at me or anyone saying it doesn't mean that nothing is happening or anything else simply because you're one of those 3 above, you're only hurting yourself, your family, and your friends. The operation is for humanity, ridding the world of evil in many facets. So remember, when you present yourself like that, all of us good guys and gals from all different walks and lives and backgrounds must... Hold on. This term is different walks of lives. Walk of life, meaning you're traveling through life in different means, not walks and lives. The fuck? Walk of life, you fucking retard. This is the guy who's disseminating legalese for these people. Constitutional lawyer and doesn't understand how to type this shit out. From all different walks and lives and backgrounds, must treat you as one of those wanting to replace what's been removed due to your responses and actions. Legislation is how our nation functions and operates, not drama and instigators who haven't even read Mary Had a Little Lamb. You haven't even read Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let me ask you a serious question, okay? You want to hear the real down low about what's going on in this great nation? Have you ever heard of Little Miss Muffet? So I'm about to kick you right in the tuffet. Take your curds away and get the fuck out of here, piece of shit. Also, he's still extremely jealous. Michael just sent me this. Michael Roberts just sent me this. Apparently, he's still very jealous of Chuck. Very jealous of Chuck. It says, shout out to a faithful follower who received their gear and book today. Now, this is just a post about his books, okay? Shout out to my follower who received his books. This shouldn't have anything to do with Space Force Chuck, except he's so fucking jealous. Ready? Shout out to a faithful follower who received their gear and book today. Over 3,000 plus orders shipped this week from the real 1776 Nation. Not from a fraud and thief who claims to be a Christian, who's an active duty Space Force captain who attempted to steal my trademark on a federal government official site and still using my 1776 Nation brand name on Facebook fraudulently because he and his thieves cannot make one for he and themselves. My 1776 Nation has been in use with sales dating back to September 3rd, 2022. U.S. law says first to use, not to file. Warnings are up. And if you thought I was going to lay down and take it, you miscalculated very badly. Claims to be a Christian. Pretty sure one of the 10 Commandments is not to steal. And pretty sure the Bible of the God you claim to serve talks about stealing throughout his word and consequences of this. This is why many flee from God, Christ, and his word, because of those kind of hypocrites and wolves in sheep's clothing. God knows and sees all. He knows who's using his name and his son for all fraud and corruption. He knows. That took such a weird turn. Like imagine thinking that, oh, shout out. Imagine if I made this post. Shout out to Dr. J. She received her stickers and said that she loved them, put one on her car. Also, fuck Phil Godlewski and his tiny little fucking dick. Came in his pants twice already. Worship God and fucking 15-year-olds as a 25-year-old baseball coach. What a fucking demented piece of shit. If you guys want merch, you can order it at coldbeer.fun. Coldbeer.fun, there's a merch link down at the bottom. Like, what the fuck is that, Derek? What the fuck? He's unglued, dude. There's something fucking wrong with his ass. He can't just level out, right? He can't. He can't post about anything without screaming about Chuck or fraudulent or law of war manual. It's a beautiful day outside. By the way, Congress passed bipartisan legislation that said Trump can kick your ass and then you got to suck his dick. Also, there's going to be a high pressure system moving through. I don't know why he turned into a weatherman. That's where my head went. Fuck Derek, dude. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. All right, guys. I got to quit early today. I'm out. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the support. Fuck Derek Johnson. And let's see. Don't do anything Phil would do, because you're probably going to think that you're going to win your court case. And then when it gets extended and you got another day to go to, you'll have a migraine. Came in my pants twice already. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out. Thank you, Kiss Off.
Tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the forking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better.
That's right, to wolves. Thou shalt not grift.
I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit.
What's up, L111?
Yeah.
1.
Jesus.
1. G.
All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like four in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, beating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best.
you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the bass in them beds, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen nothing yet.
Good deal.
Clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped it to my shoes and
Hit the like button, hit the share button. We appreciate it. See everybody on the next one. Have a good night. Love you, see you. Bye.
Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He's happy.
Support the stream while we're offline at coldbeer.fun. And
What? I'll get my files. What are you doing? It's a stop. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously.